Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory. Now today I want to up my fuse modular frames. I think we're really lacking on aluminum trays or whatever they're called. So we may need to touch base with that. So we're going to head over there and pretty much upgrade it. I know there is a aluminum casing train circulating, so we may need to, or should say not may, I want to is convert it from using a vehicle to having it be delivered by train. And I know the aluminum situation is really struggling. I don't know why, but we may have to just address that also. I like vehicles, but having things so close as they are, it's becoming a nightmare. Over there, I see I stripped a bunch of stuff away from it. I'm literally have that producing as much solid biomass as I can, as it's still a able mod, I should say. So I think first I'm going to tackle the railway line here first. So this needs to go. And I gotta delete this over here. And if we put that here. Nope, one over. It's always one over. Make that go reversed. And then we can do this. Put that back. Connect, and we are good to go. So, of course I gotta... So there's a power line there. Let's scoot this down to here. Reconnect it. We're gonna go from this upper one. Don't know what that's about. So, eliminate all of this. Now, what do you feed? Nothing. Okay. So you can go away. So, probably gonna need to bump this back to here. Yeah, it should be enough. So let's do a down ramp. Flip it to that. Flip it back to 2. And then metal. Now, I'm gonna need to change where this meets up. Let's go downwards. definitely gonna need to temporarily have this trainless. Freight platform. Boom. Quick and easy. No, don't need this rail anymore. But I am going to leave that there. This can take care of that. We are good. Set this to unload. Put boom casing to fused frame. Good enough. Casing, edit, fuse to that. We need aluminum casing. Save changes. All right, so that's gonna stop here next. Whoa. And we could do where's this? I actually want to paint this real quick. Just so it's different. Alright, yeah, and you're going forward. Cool. So then this is gonna come over to here. We're gonna have it shoot down here to there. Made it go too far. Too far. What are you doing? Alright, cool. So that's going to... I gotta catch the car. Add a little extra buffer to it. Now all these are... Well, this was doing 2.5. The 2 1/4 is doing 1.5, 1.5. I'm gonna bump these all up to match 112 per each. That is the amount the assembler puts out, actually. So, yeah, that'll work. And then that should line up for the gas. So we need 2 here. And we're gonna copy and paste, paste, and paste. And give it some juice. Perfect. Alright, so... Alright, we gotta lose this light. Zuh. So, this is the trough, and that is the frame. So, why don't we... Okay, that's one trough. 2 and 3. And then this can trough its way over here. Divide it, divide it, divide it, divide it, divide it. So now we need the heavy frames. Well, okay, let's do 1, 2, 3. Still not enough, but enough. 1, 2, 3. Good timing. There we go. And let's see, we need one more. Come on. Dang, I was hoping that would 1, 2, 3. I was hoping it'd be different. And all of these should be working. They are. But I never did the exit. All right. And they need to meet up where? Way over there. And this light is in the way. Might as well get rid of that one. That's a little crowded. But it works. I can easily fix this. Just lower it a little bit. Same thing goes for this one. And so That is very spaghetti, but it works. Like, I could bring it down against the ceiling and around, but that works too. So we just literally doubled and upped it by half, double and a half. So the fuse frames should be in a better shape. This, on the other hand, probably isn't. Most definitely isn't. But since the last episode, we only made 50. So we're going to take a trip out real quick to the space elevator parts and make sure it's still up and running. Alright, what are you lacking? Oh, you're just full. Fuse modular frames. Imagine that. Okay, so I'm glad we cleared that up. That's why I haven't been getting anything. That's why I haven't been getting anything. Because you, my friend, are SOL. And this, I completely forgot, over at where I'm making the aluminum, the complete first floor is me making that for back in the day. The setup is just sitting there. Now it's even more useless. But yeah, that was just sitting over there. Whole first floor to do what I did here with 2 belts. And a train. Whatever. That should be almost locked up. It's still going for some reason. Oh, making the copper. Are you not full of nuclear pasta? Almost. I really like this blueprint. It looks really good. Alright, so let's go take a trip over, check out the aluminum. I know for a fact, without a doubt, it's not going to be producing enough. Ooh, ooh, yeah. So, we may need to look into making a whole nother aluminum setup, because I think the one we have is at its limits. I know I could overclock it more. It doesn't help that the bars are being trucked to another place, which isn't the most efficient. Alright, first stop is here. Obviously, this is 60,000 items per minute. 60,000 items per minute. How does that work? But it's still not enough. Still not enough. 90. If I had a full belt, this would be suffice. But I do not have a full belt. I have nothing. Cascading problems. I am really surprised that that little tiny power battery production plant is like enough. You have nothing. You have 1900. Are you both going to that same location? Okay, you're just cruising. Do I have the space to have it delivered by train? My luck, I don't. I do not. That's not the best. Oh, it's so kind of annoying putting these junctions in. Alright, so you just delivered 19. See, it's still barely enough to get that supplied. You're gonna teleport, aren't you? Oh, that was a cheap tactic. Oh, I forgot it gets all funky when it teleports. Oh, I want to not get away from trucks, but man, trucks are very inefficient. Very inefficient. I know I'm producing more bauxite than the truck shop up top can handle. That I know. Especially with the Mark III miners. I never even... Do I make another... Gotta let the autosave. Another aluminum production facility? I could. I could just make... I could just double this. So you already got $2,000 left in there. See, this is running very solid. 100%. So is this. The water's finally got balanced. What a pain in the ass that was. I literally had to resort to making this setup that is dumping 600 water per minute into the awesome sink just to suffice. Ran plastic up. Because where I was getting my plastic before from this guy was not suffice in the slightest. It was pretty trash. But all of this is for this stuff. Which, yep. All useless now. Very useless. Not gonna get rid of it. You never know what the future holds for this game. For now. But so what are we doing here? 180, 240, 180. So 180 times 2 plus 240. That is literally a 600 volume of water. I cannot increase this at all without completely adding a whole other water, getting rid of the water setup. That is horrible. Now there is 2 recipes. It gives you more per minute, but it uses 6 plus silica to give it to you. 150 gives me 75. 2 to 1. Literally, it's a 2. I'm pointing at my screen. It's a 2 to 1 ratio. Whereas the Foundry, if we fully overclock it, is 6 to 4. So it only gives me 150. So 2 of these equals 1 of these. But 225 scrap, 300 scrap. A little bit more scrap is used, but you don't have to deal with this. So, and there's no other way to make silica the most as part of the way I'm doing it. So this setup is pretty much done. There's nothing really more I can do. Yeah, it's fully capped. I would have to just make a whole new setup with its own water, everything. I don't know if I want to do that. I got the pipes ran. If I want to set up it on a train, pretty easy. So that's a thing. But we are going to need more bars. How am I going to do this here? We're going to have to make a whole new setup. Another setup. Yep, we're gonna have to just blueprint this. I do have that aluminum blueprint, so it's actually not that bad. It's not that big of a feat. Where do we want to do this, though? Do I want it on a train? We just saw that's not exactly the best option. At all. Yeah. And we're gonna need water. Which there is water up there. But I'm not fully utilizing the mine over on the other side. Do we really want to go build over there again? There's actually there's two nodes up there. The one I'm using, and there's one farther over by the waterfall up on the top. How do we want to do this? I could have that material trained in. We can do that. It's kind of what I was going for, having the materials on the train only. Have it trained in. Oh, there's copper right there. Good to know. But there's not that much water. Well, there's tons of water over here. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'm not using this. There was a station over here. For water. Yeah. Heck, we can have it droned in for all I care. Because even this is kind of, just enough. There should be... Yeah. What are you talking about out of fuel? Great. Something died. I'll take care of it. I'll get to it. Yeah, we could do this. There's not like one over here that I missed. Negative. Yeah, it's just the one in the forest. That one's not being used, though. What is that one? No idea. Oh, that's sulfur. Uranium. Okay. There's water there that I'm not using. Oh, there's two geysers there. There's a nitrogen gas up on the hill. Why am I using... Why did I build it up here then? Whatever. Yeah, there was one I wasn't using. I don't know where it's listed though. Yeah, up in the red forest area. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. There's a waterfall. It's right there. So... Oh, there's the nitrogen. So there's the... Oh, this is the one that was in that pit. The giant pit. Okay. So there is one over here that I'm not using. Somewhere. 1,000. That doesn't matter. I think I'm going to reconvert this back into a train station. And we'll... I could just drone it in. The battery's right here. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll just drone it. I'll drone in the materials. We'll convert this here into another aluminum production. Yeah, we'll convert that into another aluminum production. And we'll set that to a truck to deliver to that setup we have over there. An actual big truck. And see what happens. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'm gonna build it down there. I think I'm going to. Need the water anyway, as I cover more water up. And we got this nice little aluminum setup. Now, where is the input? There? Not what I wanted to do. Of course I'm missing beams. Now we did use this before, but I ripped it apart because it wasn't as efficient. Now if I jack this up, 450 water per thing, and 300 bauxite. We're gonna leave it like this for now. Yeah. And the water and the, yeah, bauxite. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do at all. Bauxite comes in over here along with the coal. Come on, stop doing that. Okay. Coal here, bauxite there, and aluminum ingots come out here? Like, in the pole, which is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Should I just build my own? We might end up building my own, or I might just give this a shot. Never know what's gonna happen. So that's gonna be it for this episode. A little bit of a shorter one. Upped our fused modular frames, but also made another problem of now we need more aluminum ingots to make more casings. Awesome, ain't it? But that's gonna be it for this episode. I thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Later.